What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the podcast, Season 2, Episode 5, Don't Stop Beleafing, where we talk all about the Leafs all the time to anyone who will listen. I'm your host, Nolan Drinkwalter, and this is my co-host, King of Booking Things, Jack Prinz. Jack, how's it going, buddy?
So interesting to see what you come up with. Yeah, so I just booked our birthday parties on Saturday, so...
It's a peek behind the curtain.
What's that?
It's a peek behind the curtain.
Yeah, welcome into our life. Yeah, so Saturday, it's Nolan's actual birthday. Mine's on Monday, on the 24th. So we are doing party this weekend on Saturday. So pretty excited for that, and booked all well, you guys booked the dinner, and then I booked the bar that we're going to, so we got a nice space in the back. So that's why I'm the king of booking things.
But then again, we booked them.
Yeah, so co-kings
this week. Yeah, turning 32 this year.
32.
I do feel like the body's catching up with it.
Yeah.
The back's a little sore all the time now, which sucks. Might have to start going to some sort of healer.
Yeah, physiotherapy.
Yeah, or like a witch doctor of some sort would be my guess. Somebody that doesn't touch you but heals you somehow.
Which doctor would you go to, though?
Anyway, maybe like what's the one that put the needles in you?
Oh, acupuncture.
Acupuncture. Get that right in the spine, but like big needles. I don't want those thin shit. Show those big needles right in my back.
Acupuncture is kind of nice. I had it for the first time this year because of my ankle, and yeah, it worked.
Did you cry?
No, you hardly feel it.
I know, but I mean, like, because it touches such pressure points that it hits your emotions and you just let out everything. That didn't happen to you?
No, it didn't happen to me.
Oh.
I also, at one point in high school, I was looking into reflexology, which is a study of people that just do like foot rubs, essentially. And apparently you can make every person basically do whatever you want with a foot rub in theory. So like everything comes through your feet to your nervous system, and you could evoke any emotion you want from the person, from like bowel movements to orgasms to anything.
Is this an exact science?
I was looking into it. In theory, you should be able to do this, but obviously you can't make everybody do all those things. Anyway, so that was kind of neat. So maybe you should go to a reflexologist, Nolan.
That's on the list now. Are you a foot guy, Jack?
No, but I was interested in it because it was cool. Because because like think of the control, Nolan.
Jack, it's okay to be into feet, man.
Think of the control you have there. Like, person you like.
Now it's like it's getting into a weirder zone.
Think person you like, don't like. You just like, hey, do you want a foot rub? And then it's like, boom, make them shit themselves.
Why are you giving foot rubs to people you don't like?
Because then that's embarrassing for them, and then they're get upset.
They wouldn't want it from you. They wouldn't want the foot rub.
I can persuade them.
How? In 2 sentences, tell me how you're gonna persuade someone you don't like into a foot rub.
Hey, do you want a foot rub? You look like you could take a load off.
And is this like in the middle of the street in your house?
No, man, no. I'd be a little bit more professional, I think.
Professional, but you're gonna make them shit themselves. Where's the professionalism in that?
Well, they don't know that, man. I'd just be like, oh, that's a side effect. It happens sometimes.
Happens to everyone, I swear.
I swear. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's your body letting out the toxins.
Now put on this diet. I'm never getting a foot rub from you, by the way.
I would never give you one, man. I don't do foot rubs. I've never given one in my life.
As much as now I know how much you like feet, like I'm keeping my feet away from you.
I don't, man. Don't be putting words in my mouth.
You're the one talking about feet and reflexology this whole time.
It was something I researched when I was in high school, man. Get off my back.
Was the research on Pornhub?
No, man. No.
Anyways, should we get to some Leafs talk?
Sure.
That's a lot more depressing than this.
Which is saying something.
Yeah, I know. So this week, the Leafs go 0-2-1. lost to Boston, lost to LA in overtime, lost to Chicago, which was probably the only good game that they should have won.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll talk about the games later. Let's get to the big story of the week. The injuries up to this point in the season were only, I want to say, 18, 19 games in. So Matthews is down week to week with a lower body injury. It looked like an ankle, maybe a groin, I don't know, somewhere in there. A different injury altogether from whatever he's suffering with. We got Chris Tanev now placed on the LTIR. So he's going to be gone for 28 days or at least 10 games. Waugh is down on the IR. Oh, yeah, I think he's on the IR now too. So he's gone for, I think, 10 days, is it? You have to be on the IR? Lawton's day-to-day. Stolarz is on the IR. Carlos placed on the IR now. And now Nyes is day-to-day. So these are all players that are out for the Leafs. And these are all, so that's 7 players, 1 goalie, 6 skaters missing from this team now.
Matthews was skating today, so that's promising.
It is promising, but he's very worrisome now. He's just injury-prone guy, it seems like.
It's made of glass.
He is, man. And, like, you can tell... I don't know if he's been injured this season, but he's not playing... I think everybody thinks he's not playing the way he should be playing. And now another injury pops up, and it's very worrisome.
Dude, 6 players is almost half your team. Half of our starters are out.
And 3 are centers on this team.
Do we tank for McKenna yet, Nolan? What do we do?
Oh, man. I'd say you wait 1 more month to see what's going on.
And then decide which way you're going.
Yes, because right now, let's say they win the next 3 games in a row. That's back in a wild card spot.
Yeah.
And that puts them back in the playoff race.
Yeah.
The only problem is their first round draft pick next year is top 5 protected. So they do decide to tank. They have to be in the bottom 5, or that pick's going to Boston.
Nice. Give more to Boston.
Right? And like they're in first place in the Atlantic right now.
So frustrating.
This would be a classic Leaf thing if they give them the 6th pick, and somehow Boston is like goes far in the playoffs this year too.
Yeah, 100%.
But anyway, so if they do and tank and get in the bottom 5, the top 3 picks look very promising.
Yes, there's 3 there that are very could change your team right away.
I forget the defenseman's name that
they were talking about him on Spit and Chicklets, like one guy that scout, and he was like really talking this guy up, saying he's better than Cale Makar and Schaefer and all these guys, and he's big.
And he's only 18.
Yeah, and he's NHL ready. Yeah, and he's NHL ready. He's like, this guy's coming in next year.
So he's NHL ready. You have McKenna, who's probably going to be NHL ready.
Yeah.
And then, I was going to say Porter Martone, but I think he's already drafted.
Porter's already drafted.
Yeah.
He was drafted last year.
And there was a 3rd pick, or I think it's a forward, and who's pretty high up talks as well.
Yeah.
So 3 guys that are good, and then that's protected, and you could get that. If you want to tank, you have the pieces you can trade off to tank.
Yeah.
And refill the cupboard with draft picks too.
Yeah.
So where's your take on if they should tank or not?
I think, like you said, it takes more time. We'll see where we are in a month or so, and then decide which way we're sliding.
And personally, I want to slide up to the playoffs and into first.
I think we still have the talent to make playoffs and everything. It just, we got to figure out our shit.
Again, honestly though, if they lose tonight against St. Louis, who is also a basement team right now, that's not a good sign.
Yeah, but again, we have 7 of our starters out. 6 players, 1 goalie.
I know, but you still have Tavares, who's having a season. Nylander. The defensemen are basically the same. You just have Mermis in.
If I went to any NHL team, I'm like, all right, I'm going to take 6 of your starters out, and you have to fill those in for this game. What do you... it's probably not the best outcome.
Probably not.
Like, NHL caliber players that you wanted starting, and then take 6 of them out. And, like, some of them very good players.
This is really geared up for a Leafs win tonight, isn't it?
Hey, if they pull this out tonight, that's a gutsy win.
Gutsy.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. So Carlo was placed on the IR. I didn't really see how he got injured. So I'm wondering if this has been something that's been lingering throughout the year. Because he has not looked the same this year either. He's been trash bag.
Yeah, it has been. And so it would make a lot of sense if that was a lingering injury that got, kind of worse in a game, or somebody made it worse, or he got hit or something. I don't know. It would justify a lot of, reactions.
Oh, yeah. And he has been known for like having a lot of concussions. So that's one thing I'm worried about.
We do know that. Is it an upper body injury?
I forgot to look, but he's just on the IR. But Tanev also, concussion or whiplash or whatever it is, being on the LTIR is not good, but him being healed up is a good thing. I just don't want him to be like a Jake Muzzin kind of scenario where
he just keeps getting injured.
Yeah, and he's put on Robot Island for the next 3 or 4 years of his contract.
No, I agree. Brandon Carlo, lower body.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so not a head, but still, if that's been lingering all season, that's not good. It would make sense too.
Yeah, that's why he's not moving as well.
So I wonder if now, they were 8-9-1 before this game tonight. I wonder if now they're like, okay, it's not helping him being in the lineup. He's not like, they're losing, they're not looking great. Let's pull him out, get him healthy, reset. Same with these other players, like Nyes tonight. He's out. And like, is it an injury he could play through? But they're like, hey, we see where we are right now. Let's reset. You can rest. We need you fully healthy because that's going to make it better in the long run.
Yeah, it would be smart if they were doing that, because at this point, why are we pushing these players to play injured? Make them healthy, come back strong, and see where we can go from there. But it would be nice to have all these players at 100%. Like, this is the beginning of the season, so it's not like we can screw around here with pushing them. It's like, just keep pushing through. We still have a whole season, like, 3/4 of a season still left.
Yeah. And also a condensed schedule because of the friggin' Olympics.
Oh, yeah.
So do you think that comes into why these players are getting injured? Because it's not just the Leafs. Like, you can look at any team in just the Atlantic Division, and there's at least 5 injured. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. They are playing more games in a shorter amount of time, and as soon as you bring the workload up like that, you see injuries because the players aren't used to it. They're getting overworked. They're tired. They don't have enough rest days. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good point. It could very well be.
And, like, you're seeing a lot of 3 games in 4 nights, too. Like, that's got to be a friggin' hard on it, man.
Oh, what a grind. Whew.
And the Leafs have the second most this year, back-to-backs. I want to say it's 14 or 15.
Every single year. We get draw the worst straws, I guess. I don't know.
Meanwhile, we're also the lowest. So we get the least amount of penalties called for us.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
And we have... I think we get a lot of penalties called on us. Actually, I think it ends up being pretty even, but still. We're always real low on drawing penalties. Every year. So is the league against us, Jack?
We'll find out in just 18 short holes.
What?
That's a Happy Gilmore reference.
So we'll get to the call-ups. Jacob Quillen gets called up for the Leafs to play on their third-line center.
Dude, every time you say it, I just think of the Keegan Peele skit.
Yeah. Dick Quillen.
Jake Quillen.
You mean Jacqueline? He gets called up to the team to take the place of Waugh being injured, and Stetcher claimed off waivers. I'm guessing so Myers doesn't play on this D anymore because he has been white hot trash as well. Yes. And he has not looked good, and he's the reason for some of the goals, like sole reason why some of these goals have been scored in these last 3 games.
Yeah, so I'm glad to see. We thought maybe they'd bring like Villanueva up or somebody.
Thrun.
Thrun, but instead they decided to go with waiver pickup on Stetcher. Makes sense. Stetcher would be interested to see if he can move the puck a little bit better than Myers, because that's what Stetcher's kind of known for, is more puck moving. So
and being a dog too. So
yeah, exactly. So be interesting to see how he does. I think anything at this point is better than Myers.
Oh yeah.
And so that's good. And I'm excited to see Quillen up because That guy has improved so much in the last 2 years in the Marley system, and give him a chance. Might be able to pot a few goals for us or create some offense. And
You want to hear stats from the Ajax?
What are they this
14
year?
points in 14 games.
Nice.
2 goals, 12 assists. So he's a playmaker.
So we'll see how he does.
And he plays with a chip on his shoulder. Apparently he's a pretty gritty guy.
Yeah, he does work hard out there. When you're watching the Marlies games, that guy is working his tail off.
Mm-hmm. So maybe it's a good idea to have these guys that are hungry. That's why I kind of wanted them to call up a D from the A, like Villeneuve or Thrawn,
just because
they're
they're
going to be
skating.
hungry.
Yeah, they're skating out there. They're not taking a shift off. They're trying to prove something.
And Sammy Blais is in tonight because Nye's got hurt. I want to see him being hungry for it because I know he knows he's not going to be an everyday player unless he does something.
Stetcher is also going to be hungry, though, because, again, that guy's coming off waivers. Like, a team didn't want him. He knows that he has to make the best of his opportunity as well, so it's a similar situation.
And he actually drew a penalty already for the Leafs this game.
Ooh, nice.
So already a plus in my books.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't watched any of the games tonight.
Sorry for ruining it for you.
It's okay.
So I'll go through the lineups because it's friggin' changed with everybody being injured. We got JT, Willy, and Robo on the first line. Robertson. Crazy that Robertson is now on the first line from where he was last year to the beginning of this year to where he is now.
Yeah.
Love that.
Good for him.
Oh, yeah. And I hope he friggin' he needs to be in the top 6. So I need him to show everyone why he should be in the top 6.
Yeah. He hasn't given us a reason not to, and the guy's been putting up good points this year, and he's more defensively responsible, which Brewer Bay is rewarding him for, because that was always the big knock when he's out there. His defensive liability. Like, I know he has offensive upside potential, but he was just that bad on D. But maybe he's learning that part of the game.
And he always does work like 110% too. Like, he doesn't take shit off.
He does, and when he did lose the puck when he was playing, he would absolutely dog on a bone try and get that puck back. You could just see if he did lose it or coughed it up or made a mistake, he would absolutely work hard to try and get that back or right that
Agreed,
wrong.
But sometimes that would be to his detriment.
I know. He'd fall or something or cause
just almost trying too hard.
Yeah.
So I think that is his downfall, is over trying somehow. So now go to the second line. We have Domi, McMahon, and Cowan within the top 6 now. With Domi playing center, I don't know about that, especially on the second line.
Second line center, Domi.
I think this experiment failed last year too, of him playing center ever. And I know he's a utility player, and we do need centers right now, but woof, that's a hard look.
But you know what? Maybe he needs more puck touches this year because he's been sitting on the fourth line a lot and not getting many minutes. And maybe he's like a Nylander kind of guy that wants puck touches early and wants to have the puck on his stick to produce some stuff. Yeah. And it's been very hard for him probably on the fourth line to feel comfortable with the puck on his stick and be willing to make risks out there. So this is his opportunity.
Yeah, and I guess he's the guy who maybe needs time too. Imagine going from 14 minutes a night or 15 minutes a night and you're dropped below 10 or around 10.
Yeah,
that takes out of your game and the rhythm. So I
don't know. That's why I always believe for fourth line players, you shouldn't really have skill guys too much on those lines. You just have guys that are just go in there 100 miles an hour, forecheck, bump and bruise, cycle, just kind of wear a team down, because that doesn't take much confidence with the puck. They just kind of get it in deep and just skate 100 miles in.
It just takes energy, right?
Whereas you get skill players on the fourth line, I feel like it's such a waste, and it's so hard for them to feel into the game for what they're used to. They're used to being the guys on their team growing up, getting a million points and being the guys, and now they're barely touching pucks. It's got to be tough and tough to produce.
But and also him at center has never been good, so keep him on the wing. When everybody comes back, he better go on the wing.
Yeah, he is a good winger, and he's more natural there.
Yeah, especially because he can be a defensive liability too. And as a center, you got to be everywhere in your zone.
Yeah.
So move him to the wing when everybody comes back. That's all I'm saying. Third line, Quillen centering Blay and Michelli. That's what we got.
That's our third line.
Yeah, that's our third line.
That's our third line. Okay.
I don't think he wanted to split up the fourth line because they've been playing well together.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's our third line. Quillen getting his first game of the year. He's going to be hungry. Blay's going to be hungry. And hopefully Michelli just can feed. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Because Quillen also has
Michelli and him, because they're both playmakers, they just keep feeding each other and not even shoot.
And then Blay just runs the goalie. Like, why are you doing that?
What are we doing out here?
So then fourth line, Lorentz is still centering Yarncroke and Joshua. And they've actually looked really good tonight from what I saw. They were friggin' all in their zone. What you were saying, bumping, grinding, cycling the puck.
Well, and that's why the goal was scored, because Joshua was in front of the net. Big body in front of the net.
I thought you said you didn't see any of the game, you liar.
I saw an Instagram post on the goal.
Oh, man. Spoilers. Is that not a spoiler for you?
Spoiler. Yeah, all of it's spoiler.
So now we'll go, defensemen. Riley, OEL playing together again. Benny, McCabe. Benny in the top four. Benoit in the top four.
It's rough. In dire times.
Yeah, so I guess we're missing two top four defensemen right now. With
Is it Benoit and McCabe?
Yeah.
Yeah. At least Benoit and McCabe play well together.
They do. And then Murmis and Stetcher, who are a tweener and a friggin' AHL guy. Or basically two tweeners, so...
At least it's not the playoffs, Nolan. Because if that was our lines in the playoffs, I'd be pretty sad.
And then Woll gets to start with Hilby backing up, and we will get to Woll coming back. With the overview of games, we'll start with the first one in Boston, where the Leafs got outplayed hard. They lost 5-3. That score is not indicative to how the game was.
No.
They just got caved in their own zone. Mm-hmm. They let Alex Steves score a goal against him.
Classic.
And I don't know why, because the first one was Minton the 2 games before. This game, Steves. The only game Steves has played this year are the 2 against Toronto.
Yeah, and then after he scored, Minton puts his arm around, and they're like selling in the camera together. I'm like, oh, that's a tough look.
And I'm like, I never hated Boston more in my life.
Yeah, as soon as I heard Steves was playing, I'm like, fuck, he's gonna score on us.
He's gonna score a goal. No, a terrible goal too, but he still scored.
Still scored.
Zadorov ended up injuring Matthews that game, and that's the second center in back-to-back games that Zadorov is injured on this team. That guy's a wrecking ball.
We need Revo back.
Oh, yeah. Domi tried to fight him. Zadorov kind of pushed him away, and then when Domi tried again, he just bear hugged him and dropped to the ice. He's like, I'm not fighting you.
Yeah.
The Leafs did make a late game surge coming close, but that penalty that Domi took on Zadorov for that fight basically capped the game. And it's just like the essence of the Leafs season in a play almost.
Yeah.
Just wrong time, wrong place.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know if it was that game. I think it was that game where I saw the Leafs finally kind of sticking up for each other, scrumming it up. Everybody grabbing someone, and I thought it was nice to see. Show me more camaraderie that I didn't see before with the Leafs. So
yeah, we did talk about that after that game, and it was good to see that they're giving a shit about each other now.
Yeah, and even if Domi did it at the wrong time, wrong place, he still tried to do it. And I know what he was trying to do. He should have done it earlier in the game, maybe.
Yeah, but still, it's a nice gesture that they're sticking up for each other and starting to form that bond. Because that's what we need. We need them like dogs. Their pack mentality, and if one of the guys gets, all of them come in.
And we need them to be likable too. I want to like this team, and right now I hate this team.
I know, that's the thing too. I don't like the way they're playing, and there's so much, but
I know. And the next game, LA, they lost 4-3 in overtime. They had no reason to be in this game. They were outshot 37-15. Hildeby played very well, I think, but There was one weak goal I didn't like. The first one Fogle scored. Just a clean shot from the top of the circles. Nobody in front of him. And above the pad, below the glove. I did not like that. Should have been a save. But other than that, I think he played amazing.
Yeah, which is positive to see him getting better. It's just, that's the difference between a good NHL goalie and there's going to be one or two borderline goals that just suck the sails out of your team too when they go in. It's like, really, that went in? Like, we're working this hard and fighting for everything and then that goes in? It's tough.
And they got caved that game too, and friggin' the puck was in their zone the whole friggin' time.
Yeah.
I don't know, they just got lucky and scored on their chances. Like, if they didn't, like, this team can just score at will somehow with 15 shots on it. They scored 3 goals.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, that's still the bright spot of this team is they can score.
Yeah.
Everything else sucks.
Literally, when I was writing the update for our last pod, I was like, the only positive about our team is we are still scoring.
So yeah, they can score. But yeah, so Hildy played well. In that game, I don't know. Like, I just, it was hard to watch too. It's just so hard to watch sometimes when they're just getting destroyed.
At least they got a point out of it somehow.
Oh yeah, I don't know how, man.
I don't know.
And then the third game, Chicago. The Leafs finally showed up to a game this week.
It was a fun game to watch.
It was very entertaining. Still, their rush defense is terrible.
Yes.
And the speed of Chicago just undid their whole defense.
Yeah.
It was crazy to watch.
Yeah. And I don't know. I felt when watching those games, there's certain players that have that electricity that when they're on the ice, you just know. And there's that buzz. And we used to have that. Like, whenever Matthews, Marner, Nylander, Tavares were on the ice, you used to kind of, like, feel that excitement that anything can kind of happen at any time. And I don't feel that anymore for the Leafs. Like, that whole game, it's like we're missing those game changers. Whereas Chicago had a bunch, specifically Bedard and even Nazar, and they have a couple guys, right? Like, they have a couple guys now that, when they're on the ice, it's pretty electric. You can kind of feel like anything can happen at any time when those guys touch the puck, and that's exciting to watch as a fan. And I was like, we need more of that. We need those guys back playing like that, where you felt that when they're on the ice. You'd be excited as soon as you see them on the ice.
And honestly, Spencer Knight, that was such a good trade for Spencer Knight for Jones.
He's so good. He's got the best save percentage in the league. And the guy's, ever since he got to Chicago, he's just been a stud for them. Yeah. And they needed that. They needed a good, just a solid rocket net. Edmonton's probably killing themselves.
Oh, you don't think Peter Mrazek was the answer?
The answer, yeah. So, yeah, he's playing so well, and it's good to see him kind of, too, because, like, he's always kind of been highly projected and just never really got an opportunity in Florida behind Bobrovsky.
And not just that, he had went through the players' assistance program.
Yeah, exactly.
It's, like, a great story for him coming back and being as good as he is.
Yeah.
And, like you said, he was always projected to be an amazing goalie.
Yeah, so it's good for him to kind of be playing up to that, but I wish
Now, speaking of goalies, Woll, with his first start of the year, playing against Chicago, looked dynamite.
Another positive for us.
Oh, yeah. Fine. Another positive this week. The only time this week.
Yeah, I think I texted you during the game. I'm like, Joseph Woll equal our savior? Because that guy was so nice to see him back in the net and played so well for his first game back. In the NHL to adjust to the speed and everything. Guy made some absolutely amazing stops that we needed at that time in the game.
The pad save was crazy good on whoever had the breakaway on him, and he tried to pull it around and friggin' stuck it out. Oh, great save.
Such a good save.
And the one save on Bedard on the power play, it ramped off someone's stick. Yeah. And like, unsuspected, he still was able. The reaction was crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, he looked good. The only thing I have a knock against is his east to west. I'm thinking it's a bit of the push off still. He needs a little. Maybe it's just rust. But like on that first goal, the butterfly coming across wasn't there. I know it's very hard to do, but like usually he's that guy who's very solid on that east to west.
Yeah. But I'd say that I'd chalk that up to rust, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying like it's end all be all because again, the performance was amazing.
Yeah.
And like none of those goals were his fault.
No, and that's what you want. I want at the end of the day to be for a goalie. Okay, none of those are your fault. You're good. You played as good as you could for us to give us the opportunity to win, which he did.
Yeah, like what? First one's a seam pass, no chance.
I wish we could just get a point out of that game though.
Oh
I thought
yeah.
we played, but they just what a flat third period. They did nothing.
Oh, I know. And Nylander, who I freaking love, that third goal along the boards, the softest play he could have made.
So soft.
And then that creates the shot from the point and the tip and the goal. And man, that just burns me up because I know how fucking good he is. He's such a good player.
Yeah, it's again, you take the good with the bad with that guy.
You definitely do. Oh. So yeah, so those are the rack up of the 3 games there. Oh, one more thing about the 3 games. In each game, they had a lead. And in each game, they lost the lead, which last year it only happened once, and this year it's happening every game.
Every game. Nothing's safe with this Leafs team defensively.
Nothing. And it's hard to friggin' watch. Like now, that fear's back. That fear's back inside when they have that lead. You're like, they're going to lose it.
Yeah.
They're not winning this. It's not going to end 2-1.
No.
So
start making some money on the bets if you want.
Yeah, just start betting the other team when they're down.
Yeah.
That feels dirty, though. I can't do it.
Hey, hedging your bets, because if the Leafs hold on, it's like, lost some money, but the Leafs, I paid for the Leafs to win. And then if they lose, it's like, Leafs lost, but at least I won some money.
I don't know, I'd rather bet the Leafs, and when they win, I double win.
No,
I double win.
I always hedge my bet, so that way I win
hedging.
regardless.
You win at life.
Yeah.
I know, but I don't want to spend $5 and then watch the Leafs win.
Well, what's great sometimes with the Keefe teams was you'd put money on the other team to win, and then they'd go up by like 3 goals, and you'd get the 3-goal payout, and then you'd flip some of it and go to the Leafs and put like $1 or $2 on them, and then they'd come back in the third period, Keefe hockey,
and win the game.
And you'd be like, oh man, I'm the greatest better alive. I just
Nothing's
won
gonna
$10.
bring me down. So now it's time for Players of the Week. Jack, do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first?
I'm going McCabe.
All right, let's hear it.
I'm going McCabe because McCabe's one of the only guys out there that's giving a shit and playing hard. And I just wish that more players would give a shit and play harder. Plus, he's got a little bit of a scoring touch these days. So, he's got quite a few goals this year. So you got to give him props for that. And he scored tonight, I know. So good for Kaber. And hopefully his leadership and that work ethic and that mean nastiness can rub off on some of the players. Because he's like one of the only guys, too, that will go in and actually stick up for his teammates. And so I'm just looking... Like, you'd think all this would just be par for the course for every player on our team because that's what a hockey team is and that's what sticking up for your brothers are. And it's just crazy that I'm talking about McMahon, I'm talking about McCabe this week because they're just doing that. And, like, that shouldn't be, like, the reason I'm picking them. Everybody should just be doing that. But it's like because these guys are doing that, I have to pick them. Anyway.
And like with McCabe, like that Buffalo game where he cranked that one guy and then fought after that, and the whole game turned around, and the Leafs all played together and came back and won the game. And
Dragged
it's like
his team into the battle.
Yeah, and he shouldn't have to do that every game.
No, because that would be a hard season to do that every game. You'd be dead.
But I don't understand how everybody's like, I just saw that play. I saw what he did there. We should all play like that. How hard is that?
Goes without saying, really. But
I know. And then, so that's why I'm happy with them bringing up these AHL players and people who are going to do this and give a shit because it's their careers on the line.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
It's their spotlight moment. They have to play well.
They have to do it. They have to go 110% and leave nothing. Everything has to be left out there.
Mm-hmm. So, we'll go to my player of the week. I picked Bobby McMahon this week.
Nice.
He had 2 goals in the 3 games, 0 assists, but who cares? It's Bobby McMahon. He's going to score.
Yeah. Bobby McMatthews, man.
Yeah, and he was just playing and just so noticeable in the LA game and the Chicago game, where his speed is just dynamite. And that's what this team is supposed to be built on, because it's a dump and chase team.
Yeah.
So you dump it in and you chase in with speed. And that's what he has and what he's been doing. And so the forecheck's been great. He's ripping up and down the ice. And the one play, so it also goes into my goal of the week, which was his breakaway goal against LA. He made a great defensive play, took the puck, and just willed his way to a breakaway. Just beat the 2 defensemen there, passes them, and then just muscles the puck through the goalie. Like, it's not pretty.
Yeah.
It's hockey that needs to be played to win the game. It's hockey played right and done right.
Yeah.
And it's just working your ass off to do it.
Yeah.
And in that same game, he did the same thing. He didn't get an assist on the play, but he raced the guy down the ice and got into a 50-50 battle, won the battle. And because he was fast and trying his ass off and forechecking hard, it got the puck to our team, and JT was able to score a goal.
Yeah.
McMahon didn't get an assist, but he gets the spiritual assist in my mind.
Yeah, when you work hard and get the puck to hard places, and then opportunities get created from that, that's what you need. It's not easy hockey. It's hard. It takes a hard nose grit play to get to those dirty areas, and that's what, give Keefe credit. He recognized that way long ago, and he said, this isn't playoff hockey. Like, all the goals we're scoring aren't playoff hockey. We need those type of goals to be successful in the playoffs, because those are the ones you get.
Yeah, it might not be easy hockey, but it's easy to try to do. You know what I mean? Like, it's a hard way to doing things, but it's the fundamentals. It's the basics of hockey that all these players know. It's just the will to do it.
It's the will to do it and having the guts to go to those areas, because you know you're going to get hit. You know you're going to get hooked or whatever. There's going to be contact. There's going to be conflict.
And I guess that's the difference between being a first-place team and the last-place team right now.
Yeah, and guys that want it and gamers versus guys that, aren't in there to be into the fight.
So I don't know what you do with this team other than, I don't know, keep sending McCabe out there.
Yeah.
So your goal of the week, Jack? Do you have one? Or were they all just trash?
I don't really have one, to be honest. I don't think one sticks out for me that I want to acknowledge.
Yeah, no, they're not great goals. I'm just doing mine because Bobby McMahon was just trying so friggin' hard, man.
Yeah.
And it's good to see that effort. I do want to shine a light on JT. He's stepping up into the first line role again as center. He's been playing well. This week he had 3 points, 2 goals, and an assist. He's basically getting a point a game right now. He's over a point a game. But like he just won't quit. He's so steady. But like even this year, he's projected for his highest point totals ever.
Yeah, the only thing I'm scared about right now is because he's on first line center and we're working him this hard at this early in the season. I just don't want to see him get gassed or whatever by mid-season or end of the season. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be nice for the Olympic break for him to kind of rest up, but I am kind of worried about that just because, he is a little bit older and he's getting pushed pretty hard and he hasn't kind of had that workload for a little bit, so.
But you're missing one key part, Jack. He has an amulet. He has an amulet. And right now he's sucking all the energy from the other players, and that's why they're getting injured. But speaking of the Olympics, does he get a look?
No.
Because not even a little?
No. I'm sorry.
Are you kidding me?
No, he's just... he's not... He's too... I don't know. I don't think
so if he's top
player.
10 in points by the Olympic break, are you looking at him?
But who are you taking over? Like, who are you putting him in place of? Who are you taking out?
Sorelli. He's played center. He's not that great.
But he's younger. And he can skate faster. And he does a lot of the same things.
Well, that's the point of switching one for the other. But one has a better scoring touch. But I guess most of your team should have scoring touch.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't think you want him for that role, right?
Do you put him on the wing?
But then that's not his natural position. And then it's like, what does JT on the wing look like?
I don't know. I feel like that's going to be a natural transition eventually.
Yeah,
And
but
like,
at that point, maybe, but like they didn't even seen a rep of him playing on the wing. And it's like you got natural wingers that you can put in those positions.
and like all the best Canadians are centers, so they all can't play center.
Yeah. But think of the skill you got in some of those young guys. I think we got to give them an opportunity.
I would honestly give it to Celebrini and Bedard before giving it to any of these older fucks. I hate the Team Canada mentality.
Dude, me too. It's driving me insane. And they fucked up when they didn't bring Crosby in Italy. And I was like, you guys are so dumb. Like, that's the most arrogant move. That's just because you're a bunch of old heads. You didn't take the best player in the league, arguably, still at that time, even though he was young. He was still putting up...
right?
Yeah, which is the year he put up 120-some points in the league.
In like the dead puck era.
Yeah, like, what are you doing? You don't get a guy like that, and then they couldn't produce any offense? Like, no shit.
I know, I'm so happy they got 8th that year. Fuck that.
Dude, it just looks so good on them. I would be so curious to see what that team would look like if they had Crosby on that team and where they'd finish.
And some more younger guys on that team.
But yeah, like, I am happy is because Celebrini played with Crosby in the World Champ. So they have, like, some sort of idea, like, oh, wow, like, that did work, you know? And so, but, dude, like, these guys are game changers.
Yeah, but like, not bringing Bedard would be another arrogant fucking move.
That's exactly it. Like, this guy's got a world-class release, and his playmaking's off the charts, which is what you need. You need those guys that are just, like, that much more elite in these tournaments. That was the game between the USA and Canada. Canada just had a couple more game changers like McDavid that are just that little bit ahead of everybody else on the ice, and you need those guys. And those are the kind of guys Celebrini and Bedard are. And
you don't think Bedard could penalty kill?
Dude, I think
he's so fast.
He's so good, and he's not a bitch either. Like, that guy loves the fight. Like, he loves getting dirty and going to areas. So
and he's got quads on him too, man.
Dude, yeah. So I'd like to see him. I'd even like to see Schaefer there, because that guy's playing ridiculous out of his mind. And when you have a guy that can skate like the wind like that, that's dynamic, and you need that, and especially with the big ice.
Oh yeah, and like, don't get me like, right now they want to take Binnington to be the starting goalie. Oh my god, that makes me
about Thompson again, man. Dude, Thompson's having a year.
Thompson had to call the organization of Team Canada to plead his case.
That's
because
ridiculous.
What they said was that he'd be too mad being the backup, that he wouldn't be a team player about it. That's why they didn't take him to Four Nations.
That's a joke. And he shouldn't be the backup. That guy should be the starter.
Oh my god, yeah. And like, everybody's saying, oh, Binnington should still start the first game. Why? He's been shit this year.
Yeah.
I don't care. Play the best goalie that's you have.
Oh, man. Frustrating. Anyway.
My god.
What more Leaf talk do we have?
Sorry, we just talked about JT playing great. We'll go on to Willy. His offense has been insane. So he's on a 13-game point streak.
So effortless 13-point streak.
22 points in those 13 games. His offense has been insane. He's so dynamic in the zone. But he hasn't had a shot on net in the last 2 games, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, he scored a goal tonight.
I didn't know that.
On his own team.
Oh, right. Which was crazy. I'm like, he scored? When? Yeah, he did. And his defense is still to be desired. Like, we were talking about the Chicago game, having soft plays, looking disengaged and disinterested in his own zone, not skating for line changes. He just glides off. And it can be super frustrating. Like, Berube, my head would explode if I was him.
Yeah, it's crazy that those guys don't butt heads more.
Oh my god. Well, I think Nylander likes it.
Yeah.
He talks about it being like, yeah, sometimes I need to be called out. Sometimes I'm not playing well, and I like being called in. I like going out and doing something.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's awesome. So he wants a fuck you match a bit. He needs that.
Well, did you hear Nylander's interview about should we press the panic button? He's like, nah, don't worry about it. He's like, give us one more month, he said. And he's like, if we're still in the same situation, then press the panic button. But right now, we're good. So he still seems confident. So
Oh my God, he's cool as a cucumber. Remember last year they lost 3 games in a row, and he's like, should you guys be worried about losing 3 games in a row? He's like, it's no big deal. It's only been 3 games. And then they immediately go on a 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, heater.
And then they asked him the same question. He's like, it's no big deal. It's 3 games.
Yeah, same thing.
Guys, cool as ice.
Yeah.
But speaking of that, so this is the first time since the 2021 season they've lost 4 games in a row or 5 games in a row.
Yeah, I saw that stat. It's like, how much do you want to overreact to it?
It's crazy they've been that good for that long. And now they finally find themselves in a spiral like this. It's kind of interesting to see how they react to it.
Well, you got to think of actually the last 3 years they put up pretty well record seasons. Under Keefe and Berube, each year they put up like 90-point seasons almost, which is pretty freaking good. It's like not a lot of back-to-back losses.
No.
It's pretty impressive stuff when you look at the breadth of work. But again, it all comes down to playoffs. You can put in these crazy good regular seasons, but then they just couldn't get it done in the playoffs, and that's always been the thing. And that's, I'd say, one of the main reasons for the tweakings for this year's team is they've built a playoff heavy team, but the thing is we're not getting the points in regular season this year.
You need to make the playoffs
You
first.
need to make the playoffs. It reminds me of Calgary years ago. They made a bunch of changes to get more beefed up for the playoffs. They would have had a sick team in the playoffs. I think Zadorov was still on that team. They would have had a sick team for the playoffs, but they just didn't get in.
And Jack, who was the GM of that team?
Tree Living.
Yeah. So a little scary. But yeah. So I understand that point. So as speaking of the coaches, like Keefe, I have a feeling by the end of his career, he's going to be a pretty high winning coach. Because the teams he's had were the Leafs off the beginning, and like they were way above 500 for him. And now New Jersey, who is a sick team.
Yeah.
Like he might end up being in the Hall of Fame.
He's been very fortunate for the teams that he's been on.
Oh yeah,
and the players
but he's
that he's been
obviously
given.
a good coach if he's getting these teams.
Yeah, and he's doing well with them, right? He's doing some good things for sure. I never was not. I didn't like hate Keefe as coach ever. So.
He was a little green, I think, in my
a little
book.
soft. Yeah, and he was a little soft on them, I think, at times. But
oh yeah. Like remember, like him rolling back what he said, or like going back on what he said about a couple times he had to go to the media and go back. Like, oh come on, man. So final thing I want to talk about, our prospect corner. I think once a week I'm going to bring up a new prospect.
Love it.
Good. We'll start with the good and maybe go to the bad. But right now we need the good.
Yeah.
So Miroslav Holinka. Picked in the 5th round in 2024. He's in his D+2 season, so 2 seasons after the draft. He has 28 points in 20 games, 10 goals, 18 assists. He's playing in the WHL for the Edmonton Oil Kings, and he's projected to have 92 points in 65 games this season.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy when you think of these stats of how many points per game that these guys are putting up in the OHL, because it's the OHL, like I'm not even doing that. Yeah,
he's in the Western.
Sorry, CHL,
yeah,
Canadian Hockey League. But I think of what I do in my beer league, and I'm like, maybe I'm putting up 3-4 points a game.
Not a big deal.
Yeah, not a big deal, but it's also D hockey. Like these are like some of these people hadn't even played hockey growing up, and so I'm thinking how hard that is to do, and then they're just doing it in like these tough leagues. I'm like, these guys just must be so good.
Oh yeah, and he was a 5th round pick. So I'm going to go back to how we got this guy from Dallas who was able to find gems through his scouting, and we have Holinka, we have Harry Nazar, who I've talked about before, and we have Sam McHugh, who's also looking good in a late round pick.
Yeah. And even, you look at Ben Dan, like these are late 1st round guys that have NIs, and these guys that have worked out.
Quillen.
Yeah, these are guys that are late in 1st that 20 some guys have went before them.
Luke Hames, I think, is going to be a hit.
Yeah. So
and he was a free agent? Is that what they call him, and you just sign them from the NCAA?
Yeah.
and he's just a free agent pickup from the NCAA.
Yeah. So
I think for some reason, I feel like they're good at understanding how they're going to be projected. Because, like, we're talking about the Harry Nazar last week. Or Nancy. Harry Nancy. We're talking about him last week and how if he was born a couple weeks later, he'd be in the next draft. And he'd probably be in the second round because of that, because of the points he's putting up this year.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of understanding how people are, like, looking for certain probably things in their play that if they develop over the next couple of years, what kind of players they can be, and they are developing way better than other players. So I don't know, they're probably looking at certain attributes, I guess, and personality factors to be like, is this guy going to be able to develop? Yeah. And the answer is yes. These guys have been developing.
The answer is yes.
Yeah, they've been developing a lot, and it's good. We got a lot of good prospects, and hopefully a lot of them make it to the NHL, because that's another thing too. Can they finally make the jump? And when they do make the jump, what kind of player are they in the best league in the world?
Because I do want what Dallas kind of has. They have that mix of old and young that I think works so friggin' well.
It has to be. You got the vets that set the tone and work hard and just show everybody, and then you got those young skill guys coming in that just are dynamic, and it just gels well.
Oh yeah. So, and that's hope for the future with someone like that.
Yeah.
But that's still about 2 to 3 years away from him maybe even sniffing a game in the NHL.
Yeah. But fun to talk about. Something so positive.
Think positive.
We need positive.
So Jack, anything else you want to talk about, buddy?
No, I'm good.
Me too. So if you listened this long, thank you for listening to these two hunks talk about the Leafs. But for the rest of the week, I want you to play hard and have fun.
Play hard, have fun.
And happy birthday, Jack.
Yeah, happy birthday, Nolan.
Thanks, man.